Welcome back. We're doing some spring cleanup today. Doesn't she look enthused? And she has the hiccups. But we are working on cleaning up the yard. We're running out of summer. It's getting cooler outside, in the 40s in the morning. Sometimes 70s and 80s in the daytime, but definitely getting colder. So we got to do some last minute scramble and cleanup, and most of all, we got to clean up the garage. Look at that. Not a thing of beauty. Sara spotted this cool gem. Her nickname is Jim, by the way. Look at that.
Number 3. I hope it comes out Chinese. Oh god. I think there's ambulance.
Ambulance!
So bad.
Still got the hiccups. Poor thing. So it is a little embarrassing to see all the clutter. But it's been a busy summer. We've gotten a lot accomplished. I hate to be the guy with a bunch of mowers in my yard, but this one broke the crank out of it. This one I borrowed, and I got old Reliable back here. She's still operating. But we got to put them all away for the winter. I'm sad that the bike's been sitting outside, but we'll get it back in for the winter. And then the garage. So the garage was our happy place, a place that we were working on projects and getting things done. We ended up having some family issues where we needed to have a place to store things. That's one of the reasons why we ended up with a storage unit. But in the meantime, we ended up utilizing our garage as storage. So what that meant was everything just kind of got stacked on top of things. It's really sad. It looks horrible. The projects don't stop. So there's the new engine. For that mower. Muffler. That's for the Suburban. It's a little loud, so I ended up getting a MagnaFlow for it. We just got to put it in. The Grand Prix, the $300 car from our first video. She hit a deer, so now it's only worth about $250. But that door won't open now, and of course that fender's dinged up. Believe it or not though, still runs and drives. No broken lights. We'll get it up and running. The Avalanche needs some work on the rear end, and it's ready to go. We want to get it sold. So if you know anybody in the market for a 2004 Avalanche, will be for sale soon. Of course, motorhome back there. So we're gonna get started on cleaning up the garage. All right. So this last little portion of our video, we actually ran out of space on our memory card. Of course, we didn't realize that until it was too late, and so you didn't get to see the rest of the work that we did. So now let's skip ahead and take a look at the upcoming project that Sarah and I are working on. It's going to be something different, something that we haven't seen before, and we hope that we get lots of comments and feedback about it. So for those that have only seen the first video, when she unwrapped her Christmas present, it still had fenders. It was still on the ground. This is the project we're getting ready to finally work on. We've done bits and pieces. We did kind of disassemble to see what we were working with. Got some holes in the floor. Missing an engine. However, it was missing it whenever we got it. It was raced in some fashion before we got it, and not very nicely. Everything kind of got bent up. Started stripping all this down, and then we allowed our garage to be used as storage. In the process, this got put on the back burner. However, our goal was to put that, which is an LQ9 LS engine out of a Cadillac Escalade, into that. Unfortunately, in disassembling the engine, we found one of the bearings on the cam were missing. And when I say missing, it wasn't technically missing, it was simply spun on the cam. So that's what's left of the bearing when I pulled the cam out. It was this part of the cam that was sitting there spinning. Obviously not good. Our goal was to replace the cam anyway, but in this situation with the bearing bad, we're being told it may or may not be able to be repaired. I don't know if the engine guy out there that wants to do it, or maybe we don't want to spend the money to do it. So I guess we're looking for a new block. We've got all the lower internals, those are still good, and we need to get a new cam for it. And then once that's set, we're going to find just the right transmission. The reason why we're getting all this cleaned up is we're going to insulate the garage for winter. We plan on trying to work on this as much as we can this winter. We got inspired while we were on Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0. We got to see a lot of cool cars, specifically one. I'm going to include that clip in the video. It inspired us to go a different direction with this car. And we're looking for advice, we're looking for ideas. We've already got the naysayers telling us not to do it, so what we want to hear is some good ideas on what we should do, what we shouldn't do. Yeah.
If you are not currently in the lanes, and you have not had your first run, come on down to lane number 1, please. Again, if you're not currently in the lanes and you have not had your first run, come on down to lane number 1, please.
So we got pretty far. Got everything swept up. Got the car moved out. Engine part still laying there. Moving some toolboxes around. Still have some garbage to throw away. Got pretty far today. and showing the good with the bad. You can see what I just did. Trying to move an engine that I thought was drained, but apparently wasn't. That dedication.
Just relaxing.
How you going?
It's that puppy we took to Texas. She's not so little anymore. She's bigger than Sunny.
Just a minute.
Look at those.
So I just want you to imagine this having a baby with this 1991 GMC Cyclone.